Well, I didn't think I would end up doing another one of these videos, but enough's enough. I gotta call a spade, so to speak. Just letting you know, for whatever unknown reason, Pentaxians are under attack. Yes, I know it sounds ridiculous. It also sounds fictitious. Sounds clickbaity, but just hear me out. It actually is true. They're being attacked from one front and one front only. What's the reason? Not a clue. I have no idea. It's not just myself. It is another fellow Pentax YouTuber. It is ambassadors that are, well, they were hired by Pentax. Yeah, so I don't know what is going on with the Camerville, but I just wanted to put everything, just like the last video, everything in context in regards to what is, I guess, the lay of the land, so to speak, because he's doing another one of those taking everything out of context. And in all honesty, I don't even understand what the issue is. I really don't, because the truth of the matter is there is absolutely no reason why all our channels can't coexist. We all cover different things. So every one of our channels and every one of our videos is actually something of value to the subscribership. It's value to anyone who shoots the system. It's value to other photographers. It's value, to beginners to photography. It's, I don't understand why there's this whole, this incessant feeling of needing to attack others. It just doesn't make any sense. But anyway, okay, so I wasn't even aware of this video. I've actually been blocked from the Camerville's Instagram, so I can't even see any of this stuff. So this was actually sent to me by someone else, and I was almost the whole time. So this is here's the context.
All right, this is my channel, November 15th. I am introducing myself to the Nikon Z world and the Canon world. Now, for those people that are new to the channel, my name is Lee. I've been doing Pentax review for the last 4 years, but I finally bought my first Nikon and so many years after. Actually, see, I introduced myself because this is a brand new audience, right? Nikon, Canon, brand new audience. November 15th. And this guy right here, 5 days after I did my introduction to the Canon Nikon world, 5 days later, this guy, this Pentax YouTuber, this troll, thought it was a great idea to do. I'm going to show you some examples, and if this is your first time at my channel, I'm Mercury. He basically jacked off my video. He just introduced himself to a Pentax community where it's basically the same people. So, yeah, coincidence? I don't think so.
Okay, so let's put that into actual context here, okay? Because wow. Yeah, I didn't even know about his video. I just focus on my own thing. Anyway. So here's the actual video that I produced that he's talking about. Now, if you look over here on the right side where the playlist is, it is labeled as photography for beginners. That means it is not targeting the Pentax audience. So no, I was not introducing myself to existing Pentax users. I was introducing myself to a potentially new audience, just like you said, in regards to beginners to photography and why asking for the camera settings doesn't really help. So the actual context of my intro is... So I'm going to show you some examples, and if this is your first time at my channel, I'm Kobe Mercury Clark. I've been a photographer for, over 20 years now. This isn't a typical channel of just someone just bought a camera. I actually do know some stuff, so hopefully these videos help you out. But anyway, let's just get into the simple fact that don't ask for what settings were used to get the picture. That's only going to take you so far. If you're not at the exact same location, everything's going to be different, and you're never going to replicate the same exact image. So I'm going to show you examples of that. Let's just get right to it. Okay, so he went on. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you understand how a skit works, especially if you're the only person who's actually doing the skit. You need to create multiple characters in order for the skit to make any kind of sense. Okay? It's a very, very simple formula. For example, Saturday Night Live does it. Some stand-up comedy people do it. Anyway. So, just to give you context on that day, I had tried to do various accents. I was having an off day. And a little bit of background with myself. I grew up in a predominantly Israeli and Russian neighborhood. So I actually, I was accustomed to hearing, Russians speaking. I have a lot of Russian friends. So for me, mimicking that accent it's pretty simple for myself because it's something I grew up with. I know, rolling the R's and, all the various different things, like I can just do that. It rolls off the top of my head. I don't really need to think about it. So on the day that I created this video, that was the only accent that I was able to, in a polished manner, be able to pull off during the skit that I was doing. So here's, oh boy, I'm sorry, I'm just, wow. So here's Camerville explaining that according to him, I was mocking a group of people. No, I was not mocking anybody. I was doing a skit as a solo person. I needed to create 2 different characters for this to make any kind of sense.
And even before my introduction, he does this skit and he's mocking a certain group of people.
Okay, so I know it's hard to hear, so let's actually play it on my actual computer, and you'll understand exactly what I was doing.
Hello, I saw your picture on Facebook, the one of camera. I like the white one. I just wonder what settings you use to get that picture.
What? Why do you want to know what the settings are? The settings aren't going to help you, man. Like, you don't ask a chef at a restaurant, what ingredients he used because your meal was good. That doesn't tell you anything. So, without going into the entirety of the video, now you have the context as to what I was actually doing.
Hey, Pentax, I know you're watching his Instagram. This guy is representing Pentax Reviews right now. Yes, this...
Okay, so that was Camerville. Let me just rewind that a little bit here, and I'll show you.
This guy is representing Pentax Reviews right now.
Okay, so that right there is completely and utterly false. Anybody who follows my channel knows and I'll be the first to admit it, I am not a reviewer. That is not the main focus of my channel. I do not focus on doing gear reviews. Yes, I have done a few here and there, but that is honestly something that is more, in regards to the presentation. Sometimes the methodology I'm not too sure about, but again, I'm not a massive reviewer. That's not what I do. I'm an educator. I walk people through the menu. I show you how to use the equipment. I show you, what happens when you do this and how such and such settings translates into this. So for him to come out and say that I'm representing Pentax Reviews, that is completely and utterly not the case. I am not a Pentax reviewer. I'm a photographer that shoots Pentax. That's it. So, man. All right, so moving on. Like I said, it wasn't just about me.
Yes, this clown right here is representing Pentax right now. You want this guy? There you go. That's your guy right there. And then one day I do my top 5 Pentax lenses, right? I was talking about the 20 and 40, right? That's one of my favorite lenses, right? June to 15.
Okay, so that was June 15th, 2020 is when he's talking about, okay? Keep that in mind, because I'm about to blow your mind when I show you what's up. When I show you what's up, just check this out.
The other Pentaxian 3 days after did the exact same thing.
Okay, so 3 days after is what Camerville is showing, right? 3 days after is when this happened, apparently, right? But just keep watching.
Lee Hayes, this little sucker right here, is another Pentax troll. Be aware. Pentax, good luck. These are Pentax. You got two folks that are representing you right now, and they're just jacking me off. What is this, Pentax? What is this?
Okay, so let's take a look at Lee Hayes' channel. And what do you know? Pentax 2040 f2.8 to 4 limited zoom lens review. When was that? Oh my word. That was 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Can you believe what? How did that happen? Oh, wait, and then there's a 2040 limited lens test full frame with K1 Mark II. That was 9 months ago. I wonder if the whole thing is just that Lee Hayes already had the 2040 and decided that what he was going to do was test it on the full frame K1 Mark II to see how it would work in comparison to the review he did 5 years ago. Wow, who would have thought? That's absolutely incredible. Mind blowing. How's that even possible? How is that possible? I mean, come on, man. Really? Like, we're not... So basically, I guess for one, if you introduce yourself in your YouTube video, you're automatically copying, right? That's what it seems like. Mind you, billions of people are actually, or millions of people, however many are across YouTube. A lot of them introduce themselves. We're not all copying someone else. If you happen to do a 2040 limited lens review, I guess all of a sudden you're copying as well. Like, I don't understand where any of this is coming from. And it's literally completely and utterly unnecessary. There is absolutely no reason why all our channels can't coexist together. We all cover different things. We all add a value to the viewership and subscribership without the childish name calling of calling people clowns and trolls and, like, I mean, come on. Like, honestly, you just start taking the high road, man, and just focus on what you're doing. Never mind the rest of the stuff. I really don't know what your agenda is, but the childish name calling and I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, I mean, it's really sad. It's to me, it's very sad, and there's absolutely no reason why we can't all coexist.
And yes, on a side note, his favorite Pentax of all time is the same one I'm talking about few days prior, like, well, 3 days prior. So there you go. Look at this guy. And also, he lost the lens afterwards. Yes, he freaking lost the lens. Can you believe that? And yes, Pentax, yes, I know. You got some of the biggest, weirdest Pentaxian YouTubers on YouTube. And they all know each other. They all support each other. Bunch of trolls in a bow. And next week is...
Okay. So, we all know each other. We all support each other. Well, yeah. We all actually are active photographers that shoot the brand. We partake in forums. We're part of the Pentax groups. Of course we know who each other are. It's not that hard to figure out. And even with that said, yeah, we all know who you are too. So it's really a moot point at this point. But in his later videos, I think his Dear Pentax video, he went after one of the ambassadors, one of the ambassadors, Matt Bishop. What he had done was, I thought it was a funny intro. You know, I didn't even think that it was attacking anybody. He was wearing the Pentax hat, and he started off doing a thing which was completely and utterly not him. He was like, you know, the whole intro of like, what was it? What's up, YouTube? And then he's like, ugh, and he threw the hat, you know, threw the hat away. He's like, okay, no, that's not me. It was a funny intro. It was cool. You know, but then, you know, the camera bill decided to take a dig at that, which, you know, again, like, I don't know, whatever, childish behavior. You know, telling Pentax, well, I would never throw your hat on the ground. Well, like, I mean, you know, again, it's a simple formulaic skit. You know, it's got nothing to do with any kind of disrespect or anything like that. And this is not the first time that this has happened, you know, with the camera bill coming out and, you know, just targeting us for whatever reason. I don't know. Like, to me, that this is almost turning into like a rap battle without the battle. You know, and I really and truly think that we are all better than this. At least I would hope the camera bill recognizes that, you know, he should be better than this. You know, unless that actually is his mentality. You know, I can't speak for him or what his agenda is, but from my end of things, you know, with the Pentax ambassadors, with myself, with Lee Hayes, we're just going to keep doing what we do. You know, and that's really all there is to it. Yeah, so another thing too is he was saying that Camerville was saying that there's fake reviewers and whatnot, you know, but I don't know if he's talking about myself or, you know, like I said, when it comes to the YouTube thing, he's very, very cautious on how he words things, you know, but at the same time, is he talking about myself in that context or, you know, the ambassadors, or is he talking about Lee Hayes? Is he talking about all of us as being fake, you know, fake reviewers? I don't know. You know, I don't really even understand the context of a fake reviewer. You either review something or you don't. You know, there is no in between. But anyway, just wanted to give you guys context in regards to what the heck is going on, you know, because there is trinkets of things that he is alluding to in his YouTube videos, but unless you actually subscribe to his Instagram, you won't really have the full context of what's happening. And I really do, I'm not going to say names, but I really do appreciate the wonderful person who actually sent me this video and gave me the heads up that this is even happening. You know, it's just something for me to keep an eye on in regards to adhering to social media standards of use. You know, because they do have certain rules that you have to adhere by. Yeah. So anyway, you know, we should just take the high road. And you know, like I said, and like I keep saying, there's no reason why all our channels can't coexist together. We don't cover the same things. No one's threatening anyone else. Nobody is coming after anyone else. Nobody is, you know, stealing ideas from someone else. You know, like, we're all in this together, man. That's pretty much all there is to it. So anyway, that's it. If you like the video, leave a like. I'm probably going to get a whole lot of thumbs down. You know what? And that's fine if that's how, you know, the people feel. But anyway, at the end of the day, I'm still going to keep doing what I do. The ambassadors will keep doing what they do. Lee Hayes is going to keep doing what he does, and you know, I guess the Camerville is going to keep doing what he does. So, you know, it is what it is. But just wanted to give this service to the audience to let you guys know exactly what's happening once again, and that's it. If you like the video, leave a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. It always helps out, no matter whose channel it is. If you like the content, just subscribe. It's that simple. You know, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you'd like to support the channel, I leave that info at the bottom of the description. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta get going to work here, so it's pretty much time for me to go. You guys will see me on my next video. And there's a surprise coming up. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but there is a surprise coming up. You guys are going to love this one. Anyway, I'm out.